Madden, just stop. Now, I was civil about Jimmy Graham. I even had good things to say about Lamar Miller, but there is no way I'm accepting Olivia Vernon as one of the top 5 defensive ends in Madden in the NFL. Who is that crazy? And that's not even disrespecting him. There are so many defensive ends way better than him, and to think who you've left out just offends me, let alone the players. Do you know how many defensive ends you have to go by if you look for Olivia Vernon in either sacks this year or quarterback hurries? You have to scroll by so many other players, but no, he's a top 5 defensive end. So let me say my list that's gonna be crazily wrong. At least I know one guy's gonna be on here, and that's JJ Watt. Then I had Khalil Mack. Now he's obviously defensive end outside linebacker hybrid, but I think they'll keep him as a defensive end. I had Muhammad Wilkerson, Michael Bennett, and Ezekiel Anza. This is honestly nuts, but let's see who they've actually got in the top 5. So yeah, they haven't completely lost their minds. JJ Watt, another 99 overall. So right now, the only 99 overalls are JJ Watt and Rob Gronkowski, and he's here with 97 strength, 98 block shedding, 99 power moves, 92 finesse moves, and 97 pursuit. And then we read down, he has also got 78 catching, and that's obviously to help him with the new special team plays in this game. On to number 2, and it's Darrelle Casey. So, although I'm happy to see Darrelle Casey here, I did expect him to be in the defensive tackles. He is a defensive tackle. The Titans only refer to him as a defensive tackle, but everybody else seems to think he's a defensive end. So we head over here, look, it's the Tennessee Titans official website roster. Darrelle Casey, defensive tackle. If you click on his profile, he's only here referred to as a defensive tackle. They talk about how he ranks amongst other defensive tackles, but if Madden wants to think he's a defensive end, he's a defensive end, and he's a 93 overall, so the drop from 99 to 93 there. 91 strength, 92 block shedding, 98 power moves, 88 pursuit, and 89 play recognition. Moving on to number 3, and it's Brandon Graham. So this is just a completely bonkers list. I'm not saying these guys don't maybe deserve to be here, but it's not who I'd have here. So Brandon Graham, 92 overall, 80 speed, 87 acceleration, 97 power moves, 87 finesse moves, and 91 pursuit. So Graham's probably going to benefit from the Eagles' scheme change from a 3-4 to a 4-3, where he can rush a little bit more effectively, but I'm not going to deny I'm completely surprised by this. Moving on to number 4, and it's Mike Daniels. Okay, Mike Daniels does deserve to be here. Gets overlooked as a 3-4 defensive end, with 75 speed and 92 overall, 88 strength, 96 finesse moves, 93 block shedding, and 86 pursuit. This is absolutely crazy. I've actually only got one single player right in this. Khalil Mack, they must clearly be counting as an outside linebacker. And Muhammad Wilkerson and Michael Bennett, I'm just surprised not to see here, and I'm not surprised they don't have Ezekiel Anza in, but that doesn't mean it's not right that he's not in. So moving on to number 5, the 5th best defensive end in the NFL, Olivia Vernon with a 91 overall, 81 speed, 87 acceleration, 97 power moves, 80 finesse moves, and 95 block shedding. So what we're seeing is guys that have been producing for like 4 years or so, like Everson Griffin, Cameron Jordan, Michael Bennett, Carlos Dunlap, a bunch of guys like that, Muhammad Wilkerson of course, getting ignored and uprooted instead for guys who've had a really good season last year. Madden's clearly going for potential over production now with the ratings. I gotta say, I'm annoyed by this one. Happy to see Darrelle Casey in the top 5 in the wrong position, but this is ridiculous. I'm also happy to see Mike Daniels here, actually. So Mike Daniels, Darrelle Casey, 2 guys typically overlooked, do make the top 5. Brandon Graham, I'm gonna go out and say he's not a top 5 defensive end, considering he's only just moved to the position from outside linebacker. Olivia Vernon isn't a top 5 defensive end. JJ Watt is the only obvious one here. This is crazy.